it's February and it's that time of the month where we're supposed to pick out prompts to pick books from my TBR, which I'm supposed to read this month. I ended up picking 6 prompts, through which I picked out 6 books to read this month. So the first prompt that I picked was a book by an Indian author. And for that prompt, I picked A Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Devkarani. This has been on my TBR for the longest time. I've heard so much about this book and I'm very excited to finally give it a go. The second prompt that I picked was a book you started but never finished. And for that prompt, I decided to pick Heavy by M.L. Burns. I picked that book up back in December and I read about like 2-3 pages and I never got the time to finish it. I was very intrigued by that book and I'm very excited to read it. So February will be the month that I pick it up. So the third prompt that I picked from the jar was a sports romance. For this prompt, I have decided to pick the book called Face Off by Chelsea Curto. It is part of a series called the DC Stars series, and I think it has 5 books if I'm not mistaken. I'm very excited to read this entire series, but for now, I'm going to be picking up book 1 and seeing how it goes. So the fourth prompt that I got from the jar was A Dark Academia, one of my favorites. And for this prompt, I have decided to pick Half City by Kate Golden. It was a very anticipated release of mine. That book still hasn't released yet. It's going to be coming out on the 17th of February and you best believe I'm going to be picking it up. So for the fifth prompt, I picked a book with a green on the cover. And that prompt we have decided to pick Sheila Sparrows by Debney Perry. Again, been on EBR for a while, so I'm glad I'm getting to pick it up this month. I am very excited to read this. I have been reading a lot of reviews online about this book and I'm very excited to see how I feel. So last but not the least, we got a book with a one-word title. And for that, we have decided to pick Eldritch by Kerry Lake. I read book 1 of this series called the Eating Wood series back in I think October. And I loved that book. And I am very much looking forward to continuing the story and seeing where it goes.